Christian therapy objective? I think it all comes down to what denomination you're in and how closely you follow the Bible. If you're more traditional, you are going to lean further toward what I call the inability to be objective in therapy. I could never go to a religious counselor because they have an agenda. Whether it's a good agenda, bad agenda, at the end of the day, therapists do not have agendas. It's not their goal to preach to you, tell you what to do, and to give you a revelation. But it's very easy for pastors to take advantage of their clients, their church members, just like it's easy for a therapist to take advantage of a client. The difference is the therapist has a board they answer to, an ethics board. Pastors give answer to other heterosexual cis religious men. And there's as little accountability there as there is giant amount of accountability in secular boards of medicine. And I'm just not comfortable with religious counseling because I've known several thousand people who have experienced religious counseling. And if someone doesn't have a master's or doctorate degree in psychology, I don't want to go to them for counseling. It's not worth the time, and it's not going to get me the goal I want. And that's my personal opinion. I'm an atheist, so I have no reason to go to a religious leader. I don't like situations that include religion and therapy. I don't think both should be together. There should be a separation between religion and therapy, just like religion and law. Because if you believe something and you're the counselor, the Christian counselor, are you able to be objective? And pastors recommend conversion therapy. They recommend returning to abuse, but they can also recommend healthy ways to navigate marriage by reading books. However, Christian books are extremely sexist. Not all the books, but the majority of books that are written, published, and distributed have extreme versions of gender roles, sexism, white supremacy. I mean, in the 4 churches I read Christian books from, they were all so sexist. And I worry about people who go to religious pastors to gain understanding about their mind, when 90% of pastors aren't even equipped by the bare minimum of education for psychology. If you need somebody to get inside your mind, you go to a licensed therapist. When you need a diagnosis, you don't go to a medical student, you go to a doctor. And it's the same thing with pastors and religion. I don't go to a pastor who doesn't have a psych degree when I want my brain to be fixed. But that's my opinion. And anyone who's been to spiritual counseling in church or with a spiritual leader, leave your comments down below. Positive, negative, or a combination of both.